Have you ever wanted to paint a tomato? Well, I am going to paint a tomato today. I was inspired by this napkin with different fruit on it. That's what I like to do for watercolor painting. Just look around me and find something simple and then try to do that. So I have just one paintbrush. I have the water to clean the paintbrush. I have my napkin, my inspiration napkin. And I have my watercolor paper, and then most important, the paints and this little spray bottle here. So instead of dipping a lot of water, what I do is I take the spray bottle and spray it on the paints so they don't run too much and you have more control on the paper. So to start, I got my paintbrush a little bit wet, but not too wet. And then I take it, swirl it in the paint, and then I'm just gonna do a general tomato shape. So there I have my basic outline. Now I'm going to get some more paint on there. Go in and fill this in. What I like to do is kind of use the paintbrush to mimic the shape of the fruit. So it's circular, so I'm making my brush strokes kind of in that circular pattern to trace it. Follow the edges. Okay. So this is what it looks like now. And as you can see, there's some lines in the middle. This is the point where you can use water, and it's helpful to blend what you have on there. So I got it a little bit more wet. I'm gonna take it and just blend that all in. This is what it looks like currently. And it dries pretty fast, but before I do anything, I'm gonna let it dry for like 10 seconds before I add my next layer. This is where you can start to get some dimension to it. Well, here we have, see how it's darker on this side, that's with layers. So once it dried, you can go in and add additional paint. Okay, so it's starting to dry. I'm gonna got some more paint, and I'm going right around the edges on one side. Give it some dimension. I know you can, if you want, you can do a sketch outline of it beforehand, but I kind of prefer just to do it with the paint. And then that way, if you go a little bit outside of the lines, you can just paint over it. You can change the shape of it without the lines showing through. So it's, for beginners, it's almost easier if you don't use an outline to fill in. I'm gonna let it dry for about 5 to 10 seconds. You can look at it kind of in the light to see. I'm gonna do the stem next, so I'm going to wipe off my brush and dip it in water and then wipe it again. I need to spray my green over here. Swirl it around in there, and then you want to make sure that it's really dry right where the red is going to touch the green, or else it's going to smudge together. This is what I'm at now. I'm gonna go in for this stem. Okay, areas is what I'm at now. And I'm gonna let it dry for a little bit longer before I go in over the red. As you can see, it kind of got a little bit messy there, but that's not a problem because you can actually kind of erase. You can erase watercolor paint with just the napkin. So here we go. Then I'll be able to go in and touch that up with the green. There we go. It's a quick tomato based on my napkin. Let me know in the comments if you have any other ideas you want me to try.